not even going to get the link. I want to do right now. Here's what I want to do, man. Because y'all not hitting the cash app. I want to speak to people that actually, whether financially or not, but you actually understand where I'm coming from and support what I do. Regardless if you disagree with some of the things that I've done. The way I went back at Kong King, regardless of the way he went at me being wrong, I was wrong back. And I feel bad, for real. Because I was promoting Kong and all that, man. That's why I had to apologize to him the other day, being a man. Me and Ralph ain't got no real issues. So, I just know that I hung up on Ralph, which he may perceive that to be a bit disrespectful, but I knew that it was about to get to the point to where it was food for the trolls, and I had to exit him out of it because I got heated, he kind of got heated, or he was responding to me being heated, however he want to state his position. But these people I fuck with, man, even Kong. You know what I mean? I dearly feel bad of how I responded to Kong, but I'm wondering if he feel bad of how he came at me on some bullshit. But it really don't matter, man. I think Kong was a good dude, man. And y'all still hear me? My shit buffering for some reason. They trying to shut down the truth, man, the real shit to show the truth free, man. I actually can talk to people whether they agree with him or disagree with him. It's all about respect. You feel what I'm saying? Especially when you're in somebody else's house. You're in my house right now. You're in my house right now. You don't like what I do in my house? Leave. I'm inviting anybody here, right? But this is my house. Let's make sure we clear on that. I don't think Ralph was, I don't know. I don't think so, but I think in the midst of what happened that night and the way I responded to him, he did. But I think Ralph, I've talked to Ralph more than I've talked to anybody. I've talked to Ralph and Jay and Seven more than I've talked to anybody else online. I've actually talked to them privately. So this bitch ass shit that this bitch ass nigga, and I'm gonna call him a bitch ass nigga because me and Seven had so many conversations and cleared so many things up. I'm not going back to being cool with this nigga. Seven, you steady making videos about me for what reason? The videos I made about you I didn't disrespect you, I didn't call you out your name, I just proved that you wrong in your assessment, and you steady making videos talking shit about me. Seven full of shit, my nigga. And I've been the only YouTuber defending Seven in this whole reign of him being on YouTube. Hashtag facts. And this nigga doing this shit, he ain't doing it for money. That's a fact. He ain't doing it for views. That is also a fact. Now, I'm questioning, what is Seven's motive for keep doing what he's doing to me and speaking in a bullshit manner with my name in it? I'm the only YouTuber ever defended Seven. Facts. Seven, my brother. Seven, my dad. You know what I mean? We have disagreements, blah, this school. This nigga doing this shit about me and Ralph little situation, which Ralph ain't even doing what Seven doing. It ain't got nothing to do with this bitch ass nigga. But he's steady making videos about me. Hey. Now I'm proving he a bitch. I don't give a fuck how big your muscles are, Seven. I will peel your fucking wig back, my nigga. Matter of fact, if the people donate for you to come to the United States, I will pay for you to come to Indianapolis. I bet I motherfucking tear your face off, my nigga. You acting like a bitch, my nigga. And I'm done with you. Point blank, period. Make all the videos you want to make about me. I don't even want to talk to you online, nigga. I want to see you face to face. I'm going to show you how weak your muscles are. Just like I told motherfucking Hassan, nigga. We in 2020, my G. We in 2020, my G. You just agreed with me in one of my streams that niggas ain't even fighting no more. We in 2020, nigga. Pull that pistol. Nigga, I'm going to do that to you niggas. Y'all think I'm playing? No, I keeps it trill in this bitch, man. I'm not apologizing. That was the title to his video. Something about he waiting on his apology. Bitch, I don't owe you no apology, nigga. I don't owe you no apology. You owe me an apology. You lied about the whole thing that happened on Ralph's show because you admitted you came in late and really didn't know what was going on. And then you turn around and you assess the shit incorrectly. And I've done a respectful live responding to yours, saying go back and listen because you wrong. I didn't call you out your name. I didn't disrespect you out of none of that. You asking me for an apology? Man, fuck you, bitch nigga. And I don't owe you no apology and you don't owe me one. What you owe the people, matter of fact, ain't nobody got to pay for nothing. What you owe the people since you getting bread, you owe the people flying to the United States, nigga, and pulling up in front of my crib, nigga, and watch what I do to you. Nigga, I'm not these other niggas, my nigga. Fuck you, nigga. You a whole big bitch nigga, man. That probably can fight, but the biggest fighters get their face blown the fuck off by niggas like me. When you cross me. That's a fact, my nigga. And I done defended you too motherfucking much, and you keep doing this bitch ass shit, well, fly your bitch ass to Indianapolis, Indiana, and pull down on me, nigga. And you can get it just like the rest of them. I'm done with you, Seven. Because I've been too respectful to you to the point to where I'm looking like the bitch. Now, I'm going to challenge you. Since you got a passport, you done set it in your lives, and you got all this money, you done set it in your lives, right? I'm challenging you to come to Indianapolis, Indiana, United States. Nigga, gangster. Gangster. I'm challenging you to do that and pull down on me. And watch what I do to you, nigga. Let me explain something to you, Seven. You already a threat to me because I'm 5'7", 155. You 6 or something, solid cock motherfucking diesel. Bitch,
Cock
I'm already
diesel. Hashtag cock diesel.
Everybody. Do you know that Indiana law allows me to peel your fucking face off, nigga? And I'm going to take advantage of it. Try it. See, I'm not a nigga that lie to you niggas. I keep it real with you. I don't think you want to run up on me, cuz. That's what real niggas do. They keep it trill in this bitch. Man, how about that? Seven. How about that, my nigga? I didn't even listen to your live. I'm tired of your bullshit, and I'm the only YouTuber that came to your aid and defended you. And bitch, you keep secretly slip dissing and attacking me? Get the fuck out of here, fuck boy. Get the fuck out of here, fuck boy. I'm not going back and forth with you, nigga. I'm ready to get it on. You got the money. You got the passport. You got the this. You got the that. Let's see it. Let's see if you gangster. And all you got to do is go live and say, well, True Bitchmade, I ain't got the money. It cost me X amount of dollars to get to the United States and Indianapolis. And if you pay, you get your fans to pay for it or your people who rock with you to pay for it. I'll come. I swear to God, I'll get the donations and on my dead father, I will pay for the flight here and back, but your flight back gonna be in the box, my nigga. If you run up on me or you talk that shit to me in real life, I'm done with you, my nigga. This is the last rip. You feel what I'm saying? I'm tired of you bitch niggas, man.
Paul Edward Scott.
That's what it is, man. I'm solid in what I do, bro. Well, put that gun down. For what? Okay, I put my gun down, right? You put your size down. You put your arms down. You put your weight class down. Well, I can't do that, man. It's natural to me. Well, my guns are natural to me for you bitch ass niggas. So it's fair. Let's get it. Get it how you live, my nigga. I live like this. Get it how you live, my nigga. Other than that, keep my fucking name out your mouth, bitch nigga. Unless you willing to pull up. Real talk. Real talk. You in the UK, I'm in the US. Nigga, we in two separate genres, bro. You don't know nothing about the US, but yet you don't speak on the US shit. I mean, the UK shit. You speak about US shit because the UK is full of dicks in the booty. But y'all hide that. Now, I'm going to piss you off, man, because I'm tired of your bullshit, man. And I'm the only motherfucker ever been defending you through the whole of your YouTube lack of a career. Can I get some facts in this bitch, everybody? Can I get some facts in this bitch, everybody? Matter of fact, I've been waiting on my guy, Jay. I said he could be the first one in the building, right? But here's what I'm going to do, right? Anybody on the up and up that's rocking with me, hey, I got keen observation skills. I'm going to go ahead and, do what I wasn't going to do, right? Right? Matter of fact, hit my cash app. Let me see some cash apps, man. And I'm going to drop the link prematurely for y'all because I'm coming here to talk to Jay and other people that I can confirm. If some of y'all that I cannot confirm want me to drop the link so you can speak on what I'm talking about right now, hit that cash up. And you better not send that $1, $2, $3, $5. You see what I'm saying? Send some real love, my nigga. Nigga, I ain't going no motherfucking where, nigga. Nowhere, nigga. And I stand 10 toes down by myself, nigga. I don't have to call a bunch of niggas, my nigga. Me and my wife is Bonnie and Clyde. Y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get it. Y'all really fucking up, good. But really you not because you keeping this shit to social media. You making sure you don't approach me in real life personally because you know what I'm gonna do. And I mean that. I was even live when y'all called the police to my house and I told the police I will kill these motherfuckers. And then I cited the law which allows me to say that and do that. Yeah, you right. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm not worried about you niggas, man. I'm not worried about none of you niggas. If Mayweather and Mike Tyson wanted to fight each other, let me go to my chat, man, because I'm ready to ask y'all a question. I need everybody. I got 78 people in the building. What's up, Suey? You can call in too, Suey, my nigga. Yeah, I mean, if you want to speak on this, I know you be on the up and up. Shout out to my nigga Suey in this bitch. You feel what I'm saying? You know, we had our little disagreements and shit, but man, Suey, man, he does his shit, my nigga. I disagree with some shit with him, he disagreed with some shit with me, but at the end of the day, we ain't got no personal fucking issues with each other. What was I going to say? Fuck. I didn't forget what I was going to make a good ass fucking point. I flipped back to my chat too. Oh, chilling, my nigga. Chilling like a villain dodging suckers, right? You know what I mean? Niggas that won't pull up on me in real life, bring your guns. I guarantee none of you niggas can outshoot me. Now one of you niggas can outshoot me. I hit my target. Swear to God. If it's 5 of y'all, the most I need is 5 bullets. Facts. Back. Y'all think I'm black, nigga? I practice this shit, man. Do this shit for real. I don't want to do it. I do this shit for real, man. Last thing I want to do is have to take another man's life. Black, white, green, orange, purple, blue, turquoise, don't matter. But if you niggas test me in real life, I swear for Jesus, man, I'm going to be a martyr out in this bitch and still alive, nigga. Because I'm going to peel your fucking wig back, man. This internet shit is over, my nigga. Talk that shit in real life, man. I'm not moving. I'm not going nowhere. Talk that shit in real life. Remember, y'all got the bread. I'm a broke ass, dope fiend, gay ass nigga, y'all say, right? And I'm agreeing with y'all just for the sake of argument, right? But ain't a motherfucker bold enough or got the big enough balls to pull down on me no matter where the fuck I'm at. It was a nigga in my live the other day talking about Brookside this, Brookside that. Come to 20th and Brookside. I went exactly to 20th and Brookside immediately and showed y'all I was at 20th and Brookside. This bitch tell me I'm over here by the park. Well, the park ain't on 20th and Brookside. 20th and Brookside is right here. Where I'm at. Did he come? No, he didn't. Nigga, I don't play no game, and I came by myself. I don't need a bunch of niggas. I just need my skill, nigga, which I always keep on me. I lays it down, my nigga. That's why I'm still alive to this day, my nigga. I'm not gangster. I'm about to be 43 years old. I'm not gangster, I'm a real man. There's a difference between a gangster and a real man. All gangsters ain't men. Our people who call themselves gangsters is not men. Anybody can shoot a gun, bust a gun. Anybody can be bigger than the next man and knock him out. But how many motherfuckers can stand by themselves and what they do? All y'all niggas come with somebody. I come by myself every fucking rip. When y'all was telling me to meet you at Speedway right here at Tender Parker, I went up there by myself every rip. Every place y'all told me to meet y'all in my city, I came by myself. Not one person ever showed up. You know why? Because they know my motherfucking trigger figure is stupid, my nigga. And they also know I got the backing by the motherfucking city and the courts and the laws. Even though they could say, well, you had the option not to go. But I went. I went there to get a cup of coffee. I went there to get well, you got a speedway around the corner from you. You got it doesn't matter. I can go where the fuck I want to go. Now, when I get there, don't mean you got the right to, even if I meet you there, don't mean you got the right to run up home. I'm just saying. Every gas station and all that shit got cameras, so at the end of the day, question, who you going all these places by yourself with no gun? Who? I don't go nowhere without my steel. I don't go who are you talking to, boo bitch? I don't go nowhere without my steel. Do y'all understand, right? And my wife don't even know this. Now she about to know it because she upstairs and I know she can hear it. A motherfucker ran into the back of me yesterday while me and my brother-in-law was headed fishing. Slammed into the back of the car. Big nigga. I jumped out that bitch gun on my hip. I never pulled my gun. I was in his face. Not arguing on nothing. I'm like, what's up, man? He was like, man, my bad. I just got out working on this. I was like, man, okay, cool. Understandable. What you gonna do about it? This happened yesterday when I headed fishing. He said, man, I just got out work. It was tired. He had his work clothes on, his mask on, different little shit. And his story seemed true. Equipment in the vehicle that allegedly says he was at work, getting off work or whatever. You know what I mean? So he was like, man, I'll take care of it, man. Just, I got insurance and everything. Man, big ass nigga, man. The nigga had to be 6'3", some shit, cock diesel. But my brother-in-law, my wife's brother, that nigga's cock diesel. He was going to jump out the vehicle and beat his ass. But I was kind of cool and collected. All the motherfucking cars behind us, motherfucking hurt. We was at 10th and Rule. As soon as I left the house, I ain't even told my wife. So now she listening upstairs and hearing what the fuck I'm saying. Now I got to explain this shit to her after I get off. But he said, man, I said, how we going to handle this though, bro? I ain't I'm in his face. He could have smacked the dog shit out of me how big this nigga was. I wasn't tripping. We had other shit in the car. My brother-in-law was with me. He don't play no games. The nigga was ready to beat his ass. You feel what I'm saying? But the brother was like, man, I just got off work, man. My bad. It's my fault. I got insurance. Here go my shit.
Tyra don't have
insurance.
insurance.
We ain't got to handle it with insurance. You know what I mean? That's going to fuck you up. Here go my wife information. Here go let's pull over, man. We pulled over at the gas station. The nigga whipped out his ID, wrote everything down. Was like, look, man, I get paid Friday. Tell them, you know what I mean? We gonna get this fixed, man. Just don't get it fixed yet. Friday, hit me up. Here go my information. Here go my driver's license, blah, this school. Here go my information. This nigga got them 2 times the size of me. I didn't get out and intimidate him with no motherfucking gun. I'm just like, you ran into the back of me, my nigga. And this ain't my car, this is my white car. And I wasn't yelling at him either. I'm kind of cool and collected. I'm just yelling now. And he was like, we got that squared up, bro. He said, Friday, man, just don't do nothing to the car. Tell her don't do nothing to the car, whatever. He said, Friday, I get paid Friday. He got my wife's number. He got my number. He got my information. You see my driver's license. He wrote down all this driver's license information. I got insurance. I said, I don't want to go at your insurance, bro. It ain't even that deep.
Because Tyra does not have insurance.
And you're a brother. I said, I just hope you being honest with me, and Friday you're going to square this shit up. You know what I mean? So he assured me that, man. We had pulled over to the gas station, exchange information, blah, this, scoop, this, and that, verified and everything else. And then this Friday, I'll see if he made good on it. I know the vehicle. I got all the information. He don't want me to fuck him up. Because I weak. Man, and like I told you, I said, we ain't going to no body shop, no none of that, because I do the work, and I ain't going to hit you like that. But I can't come out my pocket to fix the damage you just felt to the back of this vehicle. It's my wife's shit. You feel what I'm saying? So you got to square that up. He said, I'm legit, bro. He said, I promise you. You know what I mean? Yeah. We'll see. And what's crazy is I know the nigga. I can't remember where I know him from. I'll forget a name, but I'll never forget a face. So Friday, we'll see if that takes place. If not, I'm on the hunt for that nigga. On my dead father, I'm on the hunt for that nigga. I promise you. This shit happened yesterday. Now, I just threw that out there. Out there in the building? All right. Let's get it. Anything else? Pastor Lee says, how much for Suey mask? Hey, Suey, email me, man. None of their business. None of their business. My masks are $20 a piece. But email me, Suey. How many you need? Email me. I can't give my, people I fuck with the same deal of people who just generally out there on some good shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm telling you. Email me. The more you buy, the better deal I can do, bro. And I can print your shit on me. And I just got a message the other day. I said black masks are gonna be in mid to late this month. The motherfuckers messaged me and said masks will be in like 3 days. So I got to get this order in. Well, I already got the order in, but then I want to order some more because I didn't order a hell of a lot because I can't be sitting on merchandise and nobody purchasing. Right now, I only got white mask. The black mask will be in. Before it's me getting you a price Suey, you got to email me privately, bro. Email me privately. Get a Google voice or something, and I can talk to you privately, and we can chop it up. You feel what I'm saying? And then we can figure it out, man, because I'm not trying to get rich off nobody. I'm just trying to make sure I get paid for my merchandise and I get a little bit of some profit. You see what I'm saying? So what I will tell you is I'll look out for it. But individually, my mask is $20. And
I think you're overcharging, Tyra.
And let me know how many you want, because you got supporters and shit, so I know you probably don't even pop them off, man. I got you. I don't know. We'll talk about it privately, bro. And that's anybody. That's on the up and up. You feel what I'm saying? True Free. My moderators put it's in my description about should be, but it's True Free Man 1. True Free Man, TrueFreeman, the number 1 at gmail.com. Create a Google voice number or something like that. I know your voice, bro. So when I call you, I know it's you and not a troll. You know what I'm saying? You just let me know what you want, man. And I'll look out for you the best I can, brother. You know what I mean? Shit. I'll look out for you the best I can, man. Real talk. You know what I mean? If I can sell more at a lesser price, which would be fair to y'all, and sell more in a short period of time, I make more money than selling them at a higher price, depending on how many you order. But I got you. If if that's what you really trying to do. I've got you on the t-shirts you want me to make. I do everything in-house. I'm not outsourcing nothing, bro. I bought all this equipment, man. I done spent stupid money on equipment. And I still got more equipment about to be on. You feel what I'm saying, man?
I feel what you're saying, Tyra.
For other content creators,
I feel what you're saying.
Especially if they buy in bulk. You know what I mean? Especially if they buy in bulk. It'll make sense for all of us. And all of us will make sense. All of us will make sense. I'm not these other YouTubers, my nigga. If I make $2-3 per item and I can sell 100 to 200 a day, or if I can make $1, $2, $3, $4, $5 per item I sell, and I can sell thousands per week, you do the math. It would behoove me to give y'all the best deal.
Oh shit,
because I make more fucking money, man. I'm a businessman, man. All day long. And we all make money, man. Ain't another YouTuber doing it like me, man. I'm about to shit stupid bricks on these niggas, man. With my broke ass. Allegedly. I'm about to shit stupid bricks on these niggas. Ain't another YouTuber in this sector in-housing they shit like me. None. Watch the copycats. Nigga, watch the copycats. Man, with that being said, yeah, man, Let me get my guy Jay in this bit. I ain't even seen the chat. Somebody said Jay in this bitch. I don't even fuck with Jay. Jay monkey in a motherfucker. Jay full of shit. Yeah. Jay from Jersey. Hey, listen. I'm gonna show y'all how people don't follow instructions, right? I'm gonna drop my link in the chat, but my link right now in the chat is only for right now. Jay from Jersey, Suey if he want to call in, Ralph if he ain't at work, Kong King, Liz if she ain't busy at work and got the ability to call in. That's it. Everybody else got hit my cash app, man. Unless I forgot somebody y'all mentioned. If anybody else hit it, I'm automatically. If anybody else hit my live, other than the names I just named, if anybody else hit my yard, I'm immediately blocking you. Because you can't follow simple instructions. There go my yard link for J for Jersey, Ralph Bottles, Kong King, J from Jersey, Ralph Bottles, Kong King, Liz. That's who I'm gonna hold it to right now. I'll think of other names that I'm okay with. If anybody else hit that live and hit that yard, you will be immediately blocked. I'm not even gonna bring you in. I'm just gonna block you. Follow instructions. If you can't show that you can follow the simplicity of my instructions, you will be blocked. There's 4 names I gave that I just dropped that link for. Well, it's in the chat. Yeah, and I just told you who I dropped it in the chat for. Now, let me go to my yard. Let me go to my yard and see which one of those 4 people gonna pop up if they got time. And in the midst of this live, I may say some other people can call me. Outside of that, everybody that want to come in my yard and claim they on the up and up is $25 minimum to my cash. Show some love and respect to my show first. Then I could think about somewhat attempting to try to understand you or hear where you're coming from. And I know it's some of y'all out there that don't got it that really rock with me. It's cool. Today is not your day. All right? Right now, we're going to get some bread. And if you ain't about that, you're tripping. And if you hit my live, you will be, if you hit my yard, you will be blocked. Because I just told you the 4 people that I just dropped that live for. Kong King, Suey, and Liz. That's 5 people. I knew I forgot somebody. So there go the link right there. All right. It ain't came through yet. Okay, there go Jay Monkey. Yeah, man, I'm ready to fuck Jay punk ass up, man. Jay from Jersey is on show. What up? What I was good with you, dog? Monkey motherfucker trolling, man. Right. Hey, I got the air conditioning on behind me. I mean, can you hear me good? Yeah, I hear you. I don't hear no air. Oh, you don't hear it? Okay, cool. I don't hear that shit. But you a monkey ass nigga though. Let's get it, man. You want to fight about it? Now, hey man, you know I gotta call in to make some money off you, dog. I got to troll the shit out you, dog. Just come in to make some money off you. So you streaming me now, nigga? Alright, cool. Niggas blocking. Streaming you, dog. Trying to get some sound bites and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know how I do, man. You know I gotta troll the fuck out you, dog. What's good, my nigga, man? What's good, man? I'm chilling, man. Yo, you staying out of the heat, man? What's going on with you? Nah, I didn't actually cool down a little bit down here, and I can't stay out of the heat, although I'm crispy, because I love that natural vitamin D. That's why I can go wherever I want to do what I want and not catch the C virus. Yeah, vitamin D. Yeah, I found that recently, man, because I went to the doctor recently and found out that my vitamin D levels was low. So, they gave me prescribe some pills, so I'm good to go now, shit. So, yeah, that's really important, bro. On a note, bro, you can catch that. I know the heat bothers us, right? It's on a side note, and then we're going to get to what this show is about. You know what I'm saying? What you want to bring to the show. But on that note, right, man, the pills have somewhat of vitamin D in it, but the best
Tyra taking hydroxychloroquine
is the natural vitamin D. And I know sometimes the heat bothers us and the sun bothers us, but that's the best thing since sliced bread, bro. Really. That's why I've been going fishing. I've been going fishing through this whole fucking coronavirus, and we've been hot in the bitch, sun shining like a bitch, and I'm not getting sick, no none of that. I've been around every goddamn body, mask, no mask, you name it, and I'm straight, bro. You know what I mean?
When was the last time you took that MMS shit you be taking?
This morning.
You take it every day?
No, I used to, but I don't no more. I mean, I haven't because, I ain't been mentally, on my shit. But the last time I took it was this morning. The last time I took it before that, probably been 3, 4, 5 months. And it ain't because I haven't been. It's just because I wake up in the morning, I drink coffee the first thing. This morning, the first thing I did when I woke up at 5 something this morning, because I'm early, is I ate me some MMS and I still got some more on the table, but I just got through finishing off the rest of my coffee. So I gotta wait, because you gotta take this shit on an empty stomach after. So I'll be taking some more after I get off here, but last time I took something in a couple, 3 months. And it's only because of my lacking. You know what I'm saying? Man, it's the coldest shit since sliced bread. One of the coldest.
All right. That's what's up. So what's the topic? What you talking about, dog? It's been a minute since I chopped it up with you and shit. What's going on with you?
Nigga, whatever. With people I fuck with, man, it's whatever. People know, man, what the fuck are these bitches?
I see you still a celebrity over in the YouTube streets, man. You need to mail me your autograph, dog. You got people trolling you, which every time you go live, they all in your business and shit. Fucking live stream you like some bitch ass, punk ass, whack ass bitch niggas and shit. I mean, it ain't nothing you can do about that, huh?
Nah, ain't nothing I can do about the trolling, man, but I can keep doing me.
God damn. Hey man, send me your autograph, dog. You're a real celebrity, bro, for real.
$100 million, nigga.
100 million? I don't know, man. I gotta put that on layaway, bro. I can't afford that, man.
Railways too, man. 50% down.
Yeah, dog. It's amazing for you to be at the,
Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, dog, because I've been around, I fuck with you, it's been years now, and you got these happy-go-lucky ass niggas that's popping up from nowhere, don't even know what the fuck going on, and you fast forward to the day, they don't got shit to do but to troll you instead of going after a crispy bitch nigga that hate on black women all day. What definition do you get those bitch ass niggas?
Definition of a bitch ass nigga. A bitch ass nigga who suck a dick and suck a ball and been over your fucking name. That's my definition.
Right. That's what's up, man.
Do thing for a piece of change. Do some strange things for a piece of change. You ain't never seen me do no strange things for a piece of change. As a matter of fact,
yes, you have.
Was doing, I'd be rich. These niggas getting killed.
All Salt had you drive all the way down to a different city to Wells Fargo,
claiming that they make
trying to get that money for Wayne in the rain, and you're speeding in the truck.
Some of these people are not.
You got trolled the fuck out, Tyra.
How did they get that car? How did they get his glasses fixed to add tape on? How did they get his refrigerator thing? How did they get the new stove? How did they get the fucking laminate flooring in his dining room, living room? How did they get the paint on his wall? How did they get the kennels, the cages for his fucking dogs when somebody got under the criminal control? It wasn't me. I spoke on it, but I was called. And how did they get this weed? I don't get all this shit is off of me. Now, what I will say is some of the shit he been doing lately, he been getting supported off on that female YouTubers like his daddy. He get it from his daddy and other shit, but where he came up at is off me. Guys.
You want to know something, man?
Hold up, Jacob. Hold up.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, look, I want to elaborate what's public question. That question. What people fail to realize is the first person Chucky ever went at on YouTube. Chucky created a motherfucking, you know I'm talking about this nigga, I ain't talking about this nigga. Chucky first quote unquote victim was me for Christmas. How did Chucky get crack rock money? Off of me. These niggas are literally making money off me, bro. And that's the proof. I can prove it. They literally, I ain't saying they're making a shitload, but to them it's a shitload. They getting kibbles and bits, though, all for Christmas.
I wonder, can they put that on the job resume and shit? How would they word that on the job resume and shit?
Oh, you can't. They can't work. Nah. I don't expect
that's some sad shit, ain't it?
Yeah, I don't expect these clowns to be able to put that on their job resume. I got shit I can put on my job resume, but I wouldn't be. I don't fill out job resume because I possess too many skills to ever have to work for another man or a company ever in my life, regardless of what I make and how much I make and what I make. I'm on my own time, my own time. I got too many skills that pay my bills.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real quick about vaginal discharge, man, because you know you got new niggas that's covering in and they claim they was going at the crispy and then vaginal discharge pops up. And they was rocking with vaginal discharge and I was trying to warn, I ain't saying no name, but I'm warning them motherfuckers, leave vaginal discharge alone.
Hey, hold
Get trolled.
Let me stop. You can say any motherfucking name you want to, man.
Nah, it's cool, I ain't mentioning no name.
I'm telling you, when I talk to real people, I don't give a fuck whose name you bring up. Let's get it, my nigga. They playing with it. Let's get it. Go ahead, Jerry.
I ain't mentioning no name. All I'm saying is I want niggas to leave that nigga alone. And you can fill in the blanks yourself, but now these motherfuckers are going back and forth, and I was trying to warn them, and I wound up getting blocked because my name got dragged through the mud. So fuck it. Let them deal with it.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? So you got blocked on somebody else's shit.
Because I was trying to warn them, but they was rolling with vaginal discharge at the time, and now vaginal discharge ain't doing nothing but shitting on people's mothers and family and doxing motherfuckers, all that shit. Just old school shit that he does, but you know that's another topic for another day and shit. You know, it's all good.
Like his whole video. Like his whole video said that woman hit him. You can clearly see him on the right side of the road.
Make a left turn.
And the woman is on the left side of the road. And he trying to make a left turn in his driveway, which he crossed into her path, which was the path of oncoming traffic. But the dumbass motherfuckers believe that she was at fault. How? Look at his own video. I downloaded it.
And the meanwhile, he's busy looking in his camera phone, seeing who's fucking typing in his chat room, and winds up hitting that lady. Ain't that a bitch?
And he on the side street. So she wasn't, the next block wasn't nothing but 30, 40 feet in front of him. So she couldn't have been going as fast as he said she was. You see what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how fast she was going on a side street, right? Because he crossed into her path, and she hit him because if he was on the road, right, where the yellow line is, whether it's the solid yellow line or the dotted yellow line or whatever, where you can pass as far as the highway, whatever, he crossed into oncoming traffic. Period.
You know what the saddest shit ever is that motherfuckers can say whatever they want on here and people believe that shit. Even though they can blatantly see them lying, but they still, you know what, fuck, I'm gonna believe it anyway. Shit. That's some bullshit.
Not true. They don't believe it. They're only supporting him to make other people, at an attempt to make other people look like shit, which in fact it makes them look like shit. Because they know Vic was wrong. They know Vic crossed in front of her because if you watch Vic's video, Vic wasn't even looking in front of him. He was looking at the house and then just turned his motherfucking wheel. You know why? Because the nigga was high on fucking dope. Weed ain't dope, but the state considers it dope. But weed ain't dope. It's a natural product.
Oh my
that
God,
grows naturally in the wild.
Weed
So
and
marijuana
dope.
is fine. But Vic smoking something other than marijuana just like Joe. Fact.
This guy opens up the roaches.
I mean, club dog. Club doggy dog. I was in Indiana. Snoop Dogg came out with that song in 1993.
Yeah, well, anyway, how's business, man? Until you try to get your business off the ground, man. How's coming along?
94, my bad. They're gonna try to. I think he came out with it in 93, but I heard it in 94 when I hit voice. But anyway, about the business, it's going low. YouTube is just a secondary. Social media is just a secondary way to grab some extra stuff. They think they ain't buying my merchandise, I ain't selling. Cool. I marketed straight to YouTube with my gun shirts, my Second Amendment shirts, and all that other shit. This time I marketed local.
I think the mask gonna be out for a while though. The mask ain't going nowhere.
Mask gonna be out forever. They ain't going nowhere. I will sell them for life.
Yeah.
And I'm customizing them too, the ones like Sully Man. You know what I mean? Or have whatever you want on them. I mean, YouTubers. I guarantee you, I get them a mask parts better than anybody else. Shirt product better than everybody else. Decals for cars better than anybody else. Promise you, I'm insourcing everything. So therefore, I don't have to pay to outsource. I got to pay for the merchandise. And then I in-house produce. You see my cutter. You see my press. You see my templates. You see my vinyl. You see, and it's a whole lot tied into that. Ain't nobody donated to me to get that. Unlike Philip, got that with my own money, not on donation. Remember, I don't get no donation. Minimal donation. Shout out, showing some love, no disrespect by me saying nothing.
Nah, just continue doing your thing, man. You know, when you're in your own business, man, you can do what you want, make your own hours and shit, man. So it's all good, you know.
I'm so crispy, man. It's about to drop. Too.
You're so crispy, what?
You heard what the fuck I said, nigga. Nah, I said I'm so crispy. Mask about to drop too. You know what that's indicative of.
Oh, okay, all right, you got that.
I'm so crispy. I'm so crispy. I'm so crispy. Ooh, weed. Yeah. I ain't playing, man. I'm clowning, my nigga.
Word. Yeah.
Niggas think about just in my merchandise, they gonna stop something. Okay. Secondary is social media. Primary is local.
Okay.
I'm going straight, man. I got people coming every day. Motherfuckers been coming and buying my shit, bro.
You know what, man? I got an issue with my car, bro. I have a 2014 Ford Fusion, but I got a shortage. It's not the battery, but you know when you try to turn on your car, it makes that clicking noise. But I have to jump start it. It started up, but it's not the battery. I'm trying to figure out if it's my alternator or the starter.
Did you take your battery and have to test it?
Yeah, I got it tested. The battery's fine.
Okay, battery's fine. The very next thing I would do is your starter may be on the verge of going out. Your alternator, it's one of the two, bro. First, I would go for the starter. But it could be your alternator is not fully out, but it's semi-charged.
So then, how can I test? Can I test that to see which is which?
The best way to test that, man, is take it off and have somebody take it off and take it in there and have them test it. A lot of times, the machines give a false read.
Well, what's more expensive to replace, an alternator or a starter?
Oh, I would have to look up. I don't know off the top of my head what a starter for that costs or what an alternator costs for it, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say the alternator probably is going to be. It depends on the vehicle. Some is vice versa, but I think on that Ford Fusion, and I can look this up. You can just call me later and give me all the details, and I can look it up and tell you which one is more expensive to replace. But first of all, fuck replacing anything. We need to find out what the problem is first.
Yeah, I gotta figure that out.
If it is, it has to be replaced. But there's no sense in replacing shit that doesn't need to be replaced. Or hopefully it's not an electrical problem that's causing your alternator not to charge your battery.
I'll put it to you like this. Let's just say I got the car running for 30 minutes. I drive for about, go somewhere for 15 minutes. I turn the car off, and then I would say 5 minutes later, it doesn't start up again. It's the same issue. It does the same thing all over again. I have to jump start it right away.
It's hard for a good battery to drain in 5 minutes, even with all the lights. I'm gonna say get that starter tested first, bro. Your starter, you know what, on your starter may be malfunction.
Okay, all right. I'll you know.
The battery to actually fully drain to where what you're telling me in 5 minutes it does that?
No, the battery, that's the thing. The battery, it doesn't drain. The lights and everything still works in the car. The lights still come on nice and clean and everything, but it makes that tick, 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 tick noise. When you try to start up.
That's the starter. Your starter is about to go out. If your lights and everything come on, then your battery ain't draining. The solenoid on the starter is actually malfunctioning.
Or maybe there's probably a connection that's off. I could just connect it back somewhere.
You're ground for your starter.
That might be the problem, right? The starter might still be good. It's just the ground to it.
Facts. It could be the connection between your battery and your starter. Facts. What you just told me is not your alternator. It's something with the starter and the power being pushed to the starter. I've been doing this shit since I was like 14 years old.
Okay, so I guess the starter. So yeah, I don't want to buy a new starter if I don't have to, but it's a pain in the ass, you know. Just I have to keep jump starting it. It's been like that a couple of days now. I was just trying to figure out exactly what's wrong. People tell me it's the alternator. People telling me it's the starter. People telling me it's the battery. It's not the battery. So I know it's either the starter.
Jay, man, my wife just went outside. All right. They sent me another package through Amazon. I'm just piling this shit up in the corner. They sent me some Colgate for my teeth. All right, let's go. All right, go ahead, bro.
Oh yeah, okay, all right, yeah. Well, you know, I'll figure it out. I'll let you know exactly what it was. But
right, yeah, check it. Go with that starter first, bro. If you got somebody down there, man, that for cheap or reasonable can take your starter off, because they're not testing starters and shit like that unless you take them off the car. You can email me or even call. You can call me too a little bit after I get off live, whatever, and give me the exact, or just email me the exact details, and then when I look certain shit up, I'll call you back and tell you what move I would make if I were. And if you can find somebody that'll say for $50 or something, take your starter off and get it tested and put it back on if ain't nothing wrong with your starter, I would go that route. It'll still save me a lot of money. I can tell you right now, for what I'm hearing you saying, it's something with your starter. You feel what I'm saying? It's something or the connection starter.
See, that's the thing, man. It's all about how much it's going to cost, because if you want to get your car, the work done to your car as cheap as possible. And there's a Ford dealership not too far from me where they do the maintenance on cars, but I'd rather, you know, if you take it there, they'll do it right, or you let a crackhead do it for $50. You know, what choice do I have?
I highly suggest against dealership. You're going to be out of 500, 600, 700, maybe $1,000.
I know. But then you're gonna have a crackhead. You're gonna trust a crackhead to fuck your shit up, though, you know?
Yeah, I can say my crackhead.
But they good with cars too, though. Some of them dudes are good with cars.
Some of them are good. Exactly right. I'm just saying. It's like, you know, some crackheads do better work than goddamn at the dealership. So it's all on you and who you trust, bro.
All right.
So
I don't know who sent that Colgate.
Local mechanics or alley mechanics or whatever you call them, all of them ain't crackheads. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is this: if you can find somebody, right, to take the starter off and take the starter in by itself, the AutoZone or Rowley's, Napa, any one of these auto forces, right, and you can have your starter tested on a machine that they got, it's going to get an accurate reading as to what that starter is. They should test it 3, 4, 5, 6 times before to make sure that sometimes it's not working and sometimes it's not. If they tell you that starter good, then the next thing you need to do is go with the connection to the starter from the battery.
Now they don't test that for free. There's a fee for that, right?
No, it's free. It's free to get the alternator or battery starter. It's free to get anything tested at any one of these auto parts stores. That don't cost you. But you gotta pay somebody.
I'm still here. I'm just listening to Shitty Greg's chat while hosting my own shit. It's all about the most people possible restreaming trying to piss him off. Because he don't like when people fucking restream his punk ass.
So I was just trying to figure out what's the best route I should go as far as getting it done right and for a cheap price. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, let me ask you another question. Have you ever gone to the hood and looked at the motor?
Yeah.
Okay. Do it look like you got corrosion on your battery cables?
No, all that's new. That's new.
No corrosion.
Well, I would say 3 years old. It's fairly new. Because when I replaced the battery, about 3 years ago and got over that done.
Oh, okay. So your terminals and everything is clean. The battery.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So that it could be a break in the wiring. The battery, the positive wire that goes back up, the positive goes down to the battery. There's also another smaller wire that goes to the solenoid that could be a break.
Oh, let me add something to that. You want to know what was interesting? When I got my oil changed, that very same day when I picked up my car, when I got my oil changed, that's when it started happening, bro. So there's something with the mechanics and shit. Fucked up my shit.
No, I said back up again. It first started happening when what happened?
When I got my oil changed. I got my oil change. I was due for an oil change. I went to the mechanic, got the oil change, and it changed. That's when it started happening, bro. So there's something with the mechanics and shit. Fucked up my shit.
No, I said back up again. It first started happening when what happened?
When I got my oil change. I got my oil change. I was due for an oil change. I went to the mechanic, got the oil change, and it happened. It started happening that day. So when I took the car home, I turned it off, started it back up to go to work, and that's when this problem started happening. This is when I got my oil change.
Okay, now I'm gonna say something else because that's why I don't do shops, man. Because a lot of times they do certain shit to your vehicle in an attempt to make you come back and spend more money. Your oil filter on most cars, you gotta look up that Ford Fusion and see how close the oil filter is to the fucking starter. And a lot of times these people unloosen wires, bro, just to get you to have problems because they assume you gonna come back.
I think, you know what? I think so because but basically this auto shop is close to my job, so I just take it over there. So if I need to get my oil changed, while I'm at work, I just go over there and take it to them. But every time I take it to them, they call me like, oh man, oh yeah, there's something else wrong. You need to get your wheels realigned and all this bullshit. So
Sometimes something's done in your car.
Yeah, I think so, bro.
Well,
I believe so.
I take my car into an oil change shop. Bitch, change my oil. I didn't ask you to look at nothing else. Change my fucking oil. I didn't say change my oil and check my antifreeze fluid and check this and check. I came in here and said change my oil. Why you're
every time, bro? Every time
with my car? Because you're doing shit that I didn't ask you to do, and it leads me to believe that somebody's been tempering with your car, bro.
I believe so, bro. That's what I believe because I've never had an issue now. But they know I come in and I put the synthetic oil into this shit, and that's a little bit more expensive. But every time I take it to these motherfuckers, they look at other problems with my car. But hey, man, look, can you do this to your car? I'm like, nah, just change my oil, bro.
Yeah, now I don't think that. This is just my opinion. I mean, I don't think nothing wrong with your starter alternating battery nowadays. I think somebody's one of them down with your car to attempt to get additional bidding stuff.
And that's what I'm trying to find out. If there's some kind of line,
here's what I need you to do. You get a chance, go pop your hood and see if they just unloose one of your battery cables. See if you can take the battery cables any times or move from being locked down. You should be able to turn and move. They could have simply just fucking unloosened one of your battery cables where it starts sometime and sometime they don't.
I think so too, bro. I think so too.
Real talk, man. That's why I don't fuck with shops. They scammers, man. Not all of them, but they put the scam on us, put a bad light on the grid.
Well, I believe it, man, because you gotta understand how this pandemic with this COVID shit is causing a ripple effect through all businesses, bro. All businesses, because it's a ripple. Because if people not driving their cars to go to work, mechanics is out of business too. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
They not getting their cars are sitting around not getting, you know, they might need some work. It's a ripple effect through all businesses, bro.
And actually, a couple months ago, I done a live stream. Might have been a month ago, a month and a half ago, maybe 2 months. I done a live stream showing y'all about the oil change scams.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm not taking it back to that shop no more. Fuck that. I'm not taking it back to it.
If I take my car to the music shop to get music put in my car, why in the fuck you telling me I need back brakes on my shit?
Yeah. You know what I should have done? I should have, when I figured out that the shit wasn't starting up, I should have just jump started it and took it right back to the motherfuckers and asked them why my shit ain't running. That's what I should have done.
Now the more you tell me, I think they either unloosen the positive that actually is bolted onto the solenoid at the starter that comes from the battery, or they lightly loosen your battery terminal, the positive. So sometimes it gets a connect and sometimes it don't. Always start there first, bro. Go out there and wiggle your battery terminals, the positive and negative. If one of them motherfuckers, goddamn it, you can turn or it's loose, that's your problem right there, bro. It's free. Take a pair of pliers and tighten that bitch down.
But yeah, you going back to the batteries. If that's the problem, why the lights, why the energy in the car still live? I mean, as far as you know how your lights would dim down if the battery loses juice?
Hold up.
It's not doing that.
Hold up, Jay. You're not losing juice. It takes more of a direct connect from the battery to the starter to turn that motor over than it does from a connection from the battery to the battery cable to make your lights turn on, your headlights, your tail lights, your interior lights, your radio, and all that. All it takes is a light connect and that'll shit will come on. But it takes a solid connect for the starter. The starter has to engage, hit the flywheel to turn the crank and the fucking a flywheel to the crank, blase scoop to start that motor. So even if your battery cable is loose, you can turn your lights on, your light will come on, your tail lights will come on if you hit the brake lights, your brake lights will come on, your interior lights will come on, your radio will come on, because it has a close enough connection to turn those things on. But when it goes to turning that big motor over, and I ain't saying big as in a big block, look how big the motor is.
Let me ask you this. You know how, if it was a battery issue, you know how, if there was a case, the clock and your car will reset? My clock don't reset in my car. It's still the same time.
Not true. That's not true.
Oh, no, I'm telling you. I'm just letting you know now. The clock didn't reset.
And I'm telling you, what you just said is not true. I'm saying you lying. It's not true. If they just listen to what I said, they may have done at the oil change shop. Likely just a little bit loosen your positive terminal on the battery, or lightly loosen the nut that tightens down to the starter solenoid itself. If they never disengage the power itself fully, it's not going to reset your clock.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's not going to reset your clock. That's not true.
Okay.
It's literally going to stay connected, but it causes a connection issue when you go to start from time to time. And sometimes, look, I'll tell you what, Jay. If you got time today, right? Since you're saying they do it all the time now, go out and just drive around the corner. Matter of fact, if you can sit in your driveway or whatever and start it up, and then you shut it off, and then it does it again, all you do is how you girl, your wife, or whatever, or somebody else, say, hold up for a second, and have them to pull on your battery, the positive battery terminal or the negative. Just have them to pull on it to kind of hand tighten it, like pull the wire, you feel what I'm saying, to make it appear that it's closer than before, and see if your car starts. I'm telling you what it could be. What you're telling me, I think somebody did tamper with your vehicle. I think they tampered with either the wire, the positive wire that goes down to the starter and loosen that. And I don't think they probably went to that extent. I think they probably just lightly loosened your positive or negative side of the time.
Yeah, that was definitely the mechanics fucking with my shit, man. I'm not 100% sure, but for it to not that for me to have issues now, then I'll figure it out, though. I'll let you know. I keep you informed with what's going on with this shit. But because you fuck with cars, so I wanted to get some insight from you and shit. So that's all.
I'll be honest with you, bro. What you've been told me thus far, I don't think the starter bad. I don't think the alternator bad. I think somebody literally tampered with your car and loses.
Yeah. This when I changed the oil, bro. The same fucking day. Changed the oil and this happened. So it's that type of shit where I need to get more inclined with cars and shit. I'm really, you can really YouTube a lot of shit and Google shit and try to educate yourself on certain things. But that's just the type of shit I like to get into, man. Just learn. I like to learn new shit too. So
right,
getting into cars.
That's where my DIY channel comes in, but I ain't really no support in there. So I'm doing shit. I ain't even wasting my time trying to video a lot of this shit. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, man, it's like a lot of these YouTube videos, man, they don't even give you proper instructions. I mean, I'll be sitting back laughing. It's like, okay, but you missed the whole point. You got a whole live up here doing it, but you're not telling us what you're doing and how you're doing it and why you're doing it.
Yes, well, step by step, anyway.
There's some good ones out there. But at the end of the day, if nothing else, Jay, if you got an extra couple bucks, $50 to spend, and you don't want to have motherfuckers, I don't think you'll start at this point. It's still going to start at this point. I'm only going off what you're telling me, right? If you got somebody, man, do a shop that, okay, can I pay y'all $50 to see if my battery terminals is tight, and if the positive is tight down to the starter, and if the ground is tight where it connects to the chest?
Well, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna actually just take the time and just check out all my connections, and I'm gonna just start from square one and see if it stays on, because it basically the car I shut it off, 5 minutes later it won't start back up. You know what I'm saying? So
see, that's when you got a bad connection like that. If somebody loosens your connection, you can put jumper cables on them to get it jumping. That motherfucker will start up.
That's what I do. That's what I've been doing.
And you told me that. I think somebody loosened a cable on your vehicle, bro. I promise you. I didn't think.
I gotta figure out what though. I gotta figure that out. I don't know.
I'm telling you, for what you telling me, bro, it's either at the battery or it's at the start. I'm telling you.
So don't even worry about the alternator then. Don't even fuck with that.
No. Hell no.
All right.
Okay, let me ask you this question, Jay. If you ride at night, right? Do your lights ever go dim? Do your car ever cut off while you driving?
No.
Not the alternator.
Okay.
What? When your alternator bad, your car. Listen, let me explain something to you, brother. When your alternator is bad, right? You can drive around all day if none of your lights and shit is on. You can drive around all day on a full charge of a battery. The minute if your alternator bad, the minute it turns dark and your headlights come on, your car gonna cut off riding down the road at a certain point because it's draining the battery. This is how an alternator works, right? You don't run off your battery 24 hours a day. You run off your alternator. When you start your car up, your car starts off the battery. Once the car starts, it runs off the generation from the alternator. It doesn't run off the power from the battery. Your motor doesn't run off the power from the battery. It runs off the juice from the alternator.
Oh, okay, I got you.
When your alternator is bad, then your motor and everything you operate in the car runs off the juice from the battery. If the alternator is a generator. Let's say alternator/generator, because that's what an alternator is. If your alternator is bad and you riding around at night, soon as the lights is powered, your radio is running, factory radio, whatever, your turn signals, all that, your car, you're gonna be riding down the street, your car gonna die out driving down the road at night. If you're doing time not running the headlights and all that, you can run all day off a full charge on the fucking battery, bro. So if your alternator was bad, when you drive at night, you would end up stranded having to get jumps.
Okay, cool.
These are all right, and this ain't my opinion. These are facts. Your car does not run off the battery when it's running. The battery starts your car. The generator, i.e. alternator, keeps your motor running. Gotcha. Anybody in the chat want to say I'm wrong? You can't.
I know. I'm not completely illiterate about the shit. It's just interesting about certain connections and shit. Because the thing with me, I'm not a professional at the shit. I don't want to fuck with certain wires and then fucking up the connection even more. You know, that's why I'm trying not to risk doing that.
You can't do that unless you cut wires and try to splice shit in and tamper with shit. All you got to do is check the connections. If any one of your battery cables is loose, if like say you got a top post or side post.
Side. I would say side. Yeah, side. I got side post.
Well, really, it doesn't matter either or. I'm just saying you just have to like look at the side of the battery where they connect, or the top of the battery where they connect. That's the only difference. I want you to go and try to turn either one of them. If either one of them turn, that's your problem. That's what's going on. Okay. Take a pair of pliers and tighten this shit back there. Somebody untighten something, bro. And if they did do it,
I gotta. See, you giving me some info, and but
you can't fuck that up. Is what I'm telling you.
All right.
Yeah, don't cut no wires out. You ain't got to do none of that. That ain't the problem. The problem is somebody's been tempered with the connection from your battery to your starter, bro. Either the or the ground to the chassis. I'm telling you, that's what it sounds like to me, bro.
Well, we can go to another topic and shit, but I keep it. But as a matter of fact, what I'll do, I'll probably Skype it or live stream it, and I'll show you face to face and shit, so you can see what I'm talking about.
Yeah, just hit me up and let me know before you do that. Then I'll know turn my Skype on, and then I'll be waiting on your comment. You can just show me, okay, True Freeway, I'm checking this. So what, you know what I mean? But you didn't went live and Skype me at your crib and around your crib. So
I got no problem doing that, man. I'll show you what's up and shit. You know?
Yeah, I mean, Jay, it may not cost you no motherfucking money. As long as you got a pair of pliers, you might be able to fix it. Now, if they did it at the starter, I can't off the top of my head remember where the starter is located on the Fusion. And I don't know if you're able to get to it, but I can find out for you. But I'm assuming that they didn't go to that extent. They may have. I'm telling you, just check them battery cables first, and we'll go from there. Though I don't think your battery. Well, you already said you got your battery tested, so you know that.
Yeah.
I'm not thinking it's your fault. I'm thinking somebody been loosening the cable, bro, and they did it. And I'm not telling me that you went in for an oil change and they telling you this wrong, that wrong. There's no reason. If I take my car, as I said before, to a music shop, why the fuck you telling me, goddamn it, my tire pressure is low because you put it on the machine or you put the reader on it? Nobody asked you to do that. Why did you do that?
Yo, let me tell you, dog. I think years ago I talked to you when I first started chopping it up with you. I went to get the same spot, got my oil change. They called me and shit. I'm like, hey, you need new rotors. Your back wheels are on back. Some bullshit. They tell me I went to get $70 oil change, and while it costing me fucking $600 to get work done to my car, bro.
A $70 oil change.
The synthetic oil. I use the synthetic oil. That's how much. Well, I mean, with the change the oil and the labor included and shit.
I don't give a fuck. $70 for oil change.
Yeah. That's what I mean. You got to include synthetic. Synthetic is a little bit more expensive. You know what? I tell you one thing. I know how to do it myself now. Though. I can tell you this shit myself.
I got synthetic in my truck. I got synthetic in my other car. I ain't never. Listen, the most I pay for synthetic oil and the oil filter is $30. How is it $40 later?
Okay. Hey man, you gotta learn, man. I learn every day, man. I couldn't admit that I'm illiterate when it comes to some shit,
Google it just means lack of knowledge.
Yeah, I'm a little ignorant when it comes to some shit, man. But that's where I come in and I learn, man. I don't mind learning shit, man.
I don't want you to feel so bad about that. being illiterate to cars because I'm illiterate to gawking after little girls and underage children like Chris.
Well, yeah, well, I don't know.
I'm illiterate too. I just threw my illiteracy in there too, man. So you won't feel it.
Well, that's more of a fucking mental issue with that bitch.
Hell no.
But shout out to, side note, shout out to all the brothers and sisters out there that still going after that crispy bitch ass nigga. Because originally, man, I've been around when this all originated between you and him as far as the roaster with the children video you did. And here we are today, so when you got bitch ass niggas trolling you and streaming your short, don't even know what the fuck going on and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I've been around for that.
They want me to go back at him, but I'm not doing it. I get paid to do it. And I will take him back. That's a fact. And a bunch
I'm in his chat.
But not until I get paid. I did it for free, and then when I got to the end after all that work, they came in and Captain saved that off. So I'm not doing it again unless I get paid to do it. And at that point, I don't care what the outcome is, but if I get paid to do it, my mission is to take him down with it.
Well, I always remind you the reason why he's back in Georgia. You played a big role in that, bro. And much respect to you on that. And fuck that crispy bitch nigga and shit. You played a big role in that.
Because remember, Jay, he said he would never go back to Atlanta.
Yeah.
Remember that. Why is he back in Atlanta? He ain't who riding yet, but he back in Atlanta though, right?
Right.
The only reason he ain't who riding because I gave up because it's like everybody turned, or the majority of people, I can't say everybody, but 99.99% of the people they claim they was rocking with me in the mission. They turned on me when they saw that I had him broke.
But you want to know what's really heartbreaking to me is for this asshole to go after black women and to see black women co-signing this shit and donating to them. That's heartbreaking to me to see that shit, bro. I don't get it, man. I don't understand why they do it.
I'll tell you why it's not heartbreaking to me. The reason it's not heartbreaking to me is because most of the quote-unquote black women that are supporting them are actually white men and white women portraying themselves on social media to be black women. Facts. Not all.
I believe that. Not all. Yeah, I know.
Some black bitches out there, and I say it again, there are some dumb black bitches out there that support this whole ass thing. But a lot of them people are white men and white women. That's the fact. Portraying them to be black women. Facts.
You know what, man? I don't understand why people are afraid to use the term white supremacy, man. Are you afraid of that word, that term?
Hell no, I ain't afraid of using black supremacy, although people in the black sector, like Sinetta says, there's no such thing as black supremacy. That's bullshit. There's a such thing as white supremacy, black supremacy, Asian supremacy, Latino supremacy. Every race has a form of supremacy. Facts. Go ahead, man.
Well, see, and these are the type of arguments that we have behind the scenes, because I disagree with you on that. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind disagreeing with people and shit, man. Because I've always.
Let's deal with what you disagree on. I mean, like you said, we've talked about some of this shit behind the scenes. So let's just use one of the terms I used, right, which was black supremacy. Is that what you're telling the people is the one that you disagree with?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do this. Okay, cool. So what is white supremacy to you? Let's start there.
A bunch of rich white people or wealthy people that own the whole block, and at the snap of a finger, they can kick you out if they want to.
That's not white supremacy.
What is it?
No, hold on. Well, I'll tell you what white supremacy is on my along with the facts. If that's another thing you think white supremacy is, that may be the issue and why you just.
That's just an example. That's an example, but.
Okay, cool. Give me a better example of white supremacy. Not about no neighborhood, not about no housing and kicking you out. What is the definition? What is another better definition? That was just an example, right? What is a better definition, for example, you can give me of what your opinion of white supremacy?
The owners of football teams, football franchises, basketball franchises, baseball franchises, that's been passed down from generation to generation.
Let me stop you there. So you telling me a homeless man can't be a white supremacist?
Oh, what, a white homeless man?
Yeah.
Yeah, he can. Yeah.
Okay, but he don't own no houses. So give me a better example. That's what I'm telling you. Give me a better example that encompasses white supremacy. Not associated with business, not associated with housing, none of that. Give me a better example, in your opinion, of white supremacy without it being tied to money, because white supremacy has nothing to do with money or housing. I'm not saying it can be associated with it. I'm saying white supremacy itself. Supremacy. Superior. You feel what I'm saying? Let's go.
Well, money has a lot to do with it, but if you're gonna stick to your guns with that, then I'll stick to my guns with that. But that's cool. I mean, I'm not gonna go on for hours about us disagreeing with each other. You know, you your opinion.
Gotta do this, man. We ain't gotta go hours. I agree with you. Man. Check it out. To be considered a white supremacist, right? It originally and emphatically encompasses the hate for other races of people, not only black people, and supremacy, superiority. They believe they are superior to us. It has nothing to do with money, but money is involved within it in some of these white supremacist groups. I just simply was asking for a better example than something that encompasses housing, because the average black person rents from a white person. That doesn't mean because that white person kicks you out and takes you to motherfucking court for not paying in their goddamn money as a white supremacist. It just means they in the business of making money. That's why they got rental property. That's why I wanted you to skate away from the financial aspect of white supremacy. You see what I'm saying? White.
Well, I'll ask you this question: if you're more qualified to work this, like being a professional mechanic at this dealership, but the owner of the place has a son, that's less qualified than you, and he winds up getting a job.
Hey, hold up, Jay, you just made me think of something. Hold that on. For that matter, I'm a mechanical supremacist. Go ahead.
Ah, come on.
No, I am.
You gotta put.
I hate to do you like you just told me that I believe they did you. I got a problem with that. So I can tie that into a form of supremacy. So I'm being sarcastic, but I'm literally saying I could be considered a mechanical supremacist. Go ahead, Rep.
Yeah, well, let's not mix apples and oranges in. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I'm mixing apples and apples. Just some of the apples in the basket are rotten.
But don't miss my point.
I'm gonna go in the shower. I got shit to do.
For the job, and this guy's gonna take his family member over you. That's a form of him exercising his supremacy over you, isn't it?
Hold up, say that again.
If you're more qualified for a job, then the owner of this place is going to hire his family member over you, and you're more qualified for the job. Isn't that an example of this person exercising his supremacy over you?
No, it's not. You know what that is? That's a person that's exercising his position to hire somebody else that he has a actual relationship with, or a family orientated connection with. That has nothing to do with white supremacy. Now, if you just
the key word is supreme.
I finished, Jay. If you just said something like, well, if you go and try to apply for a job, you and a white dude at the same time, and the white dude is hired because the one who is doing the hiring is white, and they hire the other person because they think they're more qualified or fitting for their business because of their looks, being white versus black with dreads, or black with a black woman with blue hair in her head and all that. That could be construed as a form of white supremacy. But someone hiring a family member over you, you can't always. Well, you can consider it a form of supremacy.
I gotta go shower and take a huge shit.
Not.
I'll leave this shit recorded.
You know what I mean? Or white supremacy.
I'll be back.
What I'm saying in regards to the examples, bro. Because somebody.
So let me ask you this thing.
Hold up, Jay. If I had a business, right, and if I look up to two candidates, somebody I know that's a good worker, that's my family member that happens to be black, and somebody that's white is just coming in here and telling me that they have these skills, I already got verified proof that my family member has those skills, so I probably would hire my family member first. That cannot be considered a form of like racial supremacy. You feel what I'm saying? Because when we did white supremacy or any form of racial supremacy, it deals with the color of one's skin.
So are you saying that white supremacy and black supremacy is on the same equal playing field?
I didn't say that at all. I never said
that.
Okay. You know why? Because first of all, black people don't realize that some of us can be black supremacists, right? White people know that they started this racial supremacy. So absolutely not, in no shape, fashion, or form am I insinuating, or did I even say or allude to the fact that white supremacy and black supremacy is on the same level. But what I did say is that black supremacy is Latino supremacy. Are you telling me Asian people don't spend money with us?
Rarely.
People don't spend money with us. They spend.
I would say rarely.
Hold up, no, rarely. When? You ain't never seen no Asians or fucking Amish people. Amish people don't spend money with us. They keep that in house. Can we call them Amish supremacists? No, we can't.
Where I'm from, I would see the younger Asian generation rocking some Jordans type shit. But even though it's Jordan brand.
No, not that it, don't do that, Jay. Jordan does not represent us.
I know. Still a black man though.
It says who? Because of the color.
Come on.
No. Listen to where I'm going with this. I love this conversation. I'm speaking from truth and the heart of what it is, bro. Name one thing Jordan has done for black people, but robbed them for his 2-3. It says who? Because of the color.
Come on.
No. Listen to where I'm going with this. I love this conversation. I'm speaking from truth and the heart of what it is, bro. Name one thing Jordan has done for black people, but robbed them for his $200, $300, $400, $500 goddamn shoes. Matter of fact, Jordan shoes got us killing each other.
So you just answered my definition. You just answered my definition of white supremacy. Then.
Go ahead and explain, brother.
So why is he not in a position to do anything for black people? Who's over his head that's stopping him from doing it?
Him. Nobody's stopping Jordan from doing what he's doing. Jordan knows.
So what if he do stick up and do a lot of things for black people? What will happen to his brand?
Jay, you asked me a question. I didn't stop and I wouldn't finish answering. You can't interrupt.
Right.
It's the answering what you just asked me to answer. Let me finish the answer.
Go ahead.
Now, no, you got to start all over because you just threw me out. Now, ask me that question about Jordan again. About helping people, helping us. What is stopping him or some shit you said? Because you just threw me out. Go ahead, brother.
All right, we can use George Floyd as an example.
Go back to let's do what you just was doing. This ain't no bad look on you or me. We having a legit.
Oh no, of course, man. We just doing this live so the trolls can eat a dick later on so they can be streamed.
No, Jay. The conversation that you are having with me right now has absolutely nothing to do with the fucking trolls. We are generally talking about a specific subject. Don't bring the trolls.
I know.
Stop interrupting me. We are generally talking right now. And the conversation that you alluded to that I am willing to have with you now has absolutely nothing to do with the trolls. Let's go back to that conversation. I'm loving it. Now ask me that question again about Jordan that you asked me and let me finish answering.
I was going to use another example, but I'll just go.
I don't want to. I want to finish explaining and answering the original question you asked me, bro, so I can make my point to say.
Jordan, he's a part owner of an NBA basketball team. Okay. You know, he has a lot of power. He has a lot of influence. He inspires a lot of people. But if he was to speak up and go and stick up for George Floyd in Minneapolis, his whole brand was good days just because of that fact.
Now that's white supremacy, but that ain't what you just said. That ain't the question you asked me. But that right there is white supremacy. And Jordan is fucking engaging in white supremacy as a black man because he refused to speak out for the truth because he knows the white man controls his bank account.
So, as far as black supremacy,
but the question you asked me originally, and I'm paraphrasing, is why can't Jordan do this and do that and do something for the people, or why ain't he? Something like that is what you said, correct? Your friend,
yeah. In the nutshell, yeah.
So you just proved my point, brother, about white supremacy. Michael Jordan is scared of the white supremacist who writes his checks, even though he's a business owner, but somebody owns the business that he owns, and y'all don't understand.
Oh man.
But also,
I wash my hands.
Another example.
Let me correct that. I missed Jordan business, i.e., the basketball team that he owns.
I gotta go in the shower. I got a physiotherapy appointment.
There's a white supremacist that controls the marketing, the everything about Jordan's business. Why do you think Jordan don't come out and speak on it? Black people. Why do you think Jordan is a multi-billionaire, bro? Did you see how much he had to give his wife in a divorce settlement? Jordan, one of the richest motherfuckers on the face of this planet. I didn't say the richest. One of the richest. Niggas go out and fight and kill each other over his shoes. Jordan ain't coming out speaking on that. Now that is white supremacy by black.
So can you compare the two? Because I will rephrase or reword black supremacy as just some bum ass bitch niggas that just prejudice shit. That's how I see it. You know
black supremacy is a little bit different than white supremacy because white supremacy is like white supremacy against black supremacy. Because you asked me earlier, do I think white supremacy and black supremacy is on equal footing, basically? Paraphrase, right? Hold up. So here's an example or an answer I'm giving. White supremacy and black supremacy is like a rich person trying to keep up with a poor person, or a poor person trying to keep up with a rich person. They own two separate playing fields. But if both of them are doing the same fucking thing, they still fall in the same category. One is richer than the other. So when you deal with black supremacy versus white supremacy, black supremacy is not on the level or equal footing or playing field as white supremacy, but that doesn't mean that black supremacy doesn't exist.
I wouldn't use black supremacy. I wouldn't use that word. I wouldn't use that term, but I understand where you're coming from. I just want you. Our word is off there.
Hold up. I'm gonna give you one example of black supremacy. Can I do that?
Right.
Tommy Sotomayor.
Oh, dude, I don't know. That's I don't know yet. Elaborate.
You my fucking nigga, but stop it. Does Tommy, as a black man, not believe that he is superior to every other black person on the face of this earth, and then thinks he's white and want to be more associated with white people than black people? Is that not his name? Prime example in his actions of black supremacy.
He just if you want to look at it that way, he just a black.
It's not that way, Jay. And we ain't arguing. You know, I get loud.
I know.
Here's my point. Supremacy, superiority, supreme. All this shit is tied to each other. It's called the precursor. You understand? See, listen, people don't understand who I am and where I came from, bro. Real talk, man. I'm God is an awesome God, but check this out. Supremacy, supreme, superior, superiority. They all are neck and neck, one and the same. To be a white supremacist is insinuating that you are superior to every other race.
There you go.
Tommy, you proving my point. Tommy, as a black man, believes that he's superior than any other black person on the face of this planet. Is that not black supremacy at its finest?
Well, he don't even consider himself black, though. So how could you call him it?
He knows he's black.
But his mentality is white, though. His mentality is the white supremacy.
My point. You still missing my point.
I see. I mean, come on. Just don't miss my point. That's all I'm saying.
This is the great debaters right here. But you give him, I just use them as an example, bro, because he's the prime example of me proving that black supremacy exists.
Yeah, and you got a bunch of scary bitch ass niggas that don't want to go after that asshole.
A black man that feels he's superior than any other black person on the face of this planet. Just yourself, and he wants to be white, but he knows when he looks in the mirror, there's no way he can be white. And
that's a goddamn shame.
Bigger and better and more superior than any other black person. And in fact, any white person challenge him, he feels he's superior to them too. That's a prime example of black supremacy at its finest. How many people, hold up, Jay, how many people agree with my assessment right there on my black supremacy in my example? Press 1. If you don't, press 2. Let's see what they say. Let's see what the chat says. We know there's a bunch of trolls in here, so it really don't matter.
I don't know. I gotta look up nepotism, man. I'm a dumb motherfucker, man. I don't know what nepotism is. So.
Goddamn dumb motherfucker. Gotta shut this shit up. And just you are what's the same fucking you just trying to play devil's advocate. That's what I get. Even though you're not saying, I think you're just trying to play devil's advocate.
I'm trying to play devil's advocate.
That's not a bad thing. You just trying to look at both sides of the fucking coin.
No, I'm just understanding that, you know, there's a you know, we talked about this before, being the underdog in this world. You know what I'm saying? When you got to work harder than a certain group of people, you got to get up and bust your ass to make an honest living for yourself, and people will still shit on you. That's just throughout history.
Black people definitely have to do that. So that's for white supremacy, black supremacy. So listen, Jack, how many times have people went into a black established business or a white established business where there's a black person that's the manager or the hiring manager, and they refuse to hire a black person because they got this stigma on black? Is that not black supremacy, bro?
Oh, you said a black person doing that?
Oh my God. Jay.
I didn't hear you. You were cutting off. Say that again.
All right, let me say it again. How many people in my chat or on this live, or how many people in real life has experienced this? Going into a business establishment, whether it's black owned or European owned or Jewish owned, where a black person is ahead of the hiring process, and when they see you as a black person, they'd rather hire a white person because of the stigma put on black people, but they're a black person that refuses to hire black people. They'll hire a white person. I'm seeing more black people hire white people over a black person just because of their race. Is that not an example of black supremacy?
But how do you call that black supremacy when they're not looking out for black people?
Black supremacy doesn't mean that you're looking out for black people.
That's exactly what it means.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Do you know that all racist white people don't even like each other? So white supremacy doesn't mean you looking out for white people. Because guess what? Hold up. Because I'm going to give you the prime example and analogy of what I'm saying. A lot of racist KKK members don't like white people that's okay with black people. So you can't say they looking out for every white person. That's not true, bro.
There's an old classic question.
They're looking at their own kind. Their own kind is not only people who look like them, because some people who look like them don't think like them. So you ain't never seen a white supremacist hate white people because they cool with black people? White supremacists can be a white supremacist against their own people, bro. And they do that every day. Are you saying you've never seen white people call other white supremacists call other white people that's okay with black people, right? Because black people ain't done that to them. You ain't never heard them call them nigger lovers. That's white supremacy, bro.
Yeah.
So white supremacists don't only show they are superior or supreme to only other races of people. They do it to their own people that don't think like them. White supremacy is not only directed against motherfucking black people or other races. White supremacists direct that superiority or their quote unquote supremacists against their own that don't think like them. You know that's a fact. If a white man sees a white KKK member sees a white woman with a black man and a mixed child, they calling her a nigger lover. She ain't done nothing to nobody. They are being white supremacists against their own. This is common sense, bro. I guess I'm the only one that thinks like this, brother.
I guess our definition is off about it. I agree with you. There's a definition of white supremacy.
Our definitions don't matter. It's the actual definition of what we're speaking of that matters. Not your personal. I'm not giving I ain't gave you no definition of white supremacy in my example that I've just spoken of. I'm giving you examples of what supremacy is. Supremacy, right, is not subject to one individual race, i.e. white people. I'm gonna give you an example of black supremacy. Black cops who get on the force and they please their white fellow racist cops by helping beat black folks that ain't done. Isn't that? See, the problem here with our conversation, right, Jay, is the fact that, in my opinion, you are under the assumption that supremacy only deals with white people. And that's not true. Right. Let me do this, Jay. Anybody else want to chime in on this conversation? Jay, I love where you went with this. We not arguing. We get lots of people.
Yeah, I know. Man, I don't give a fuck what people talk about, dog. I don't give a fuck.
Listen, man. This conversation right here on the mic. You know why? Let's bring some other people in. We're gonna spin this show with something else. You spent it, and you my nigga. I love it.
No, but all I'm saying is when I hang up and I get off the YouTube shit, my real life is spectacular, man. I enjoy it, man. I'm about to have some vacation coming up soon, man. I'm going to enjoy my real life, so that's all I got to say. So anybody that got anything to say about me can kiss the inner circle of my black ass. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck.
This is where it's saying. You're not hearing me. It has nothing to do with you. It's solely the topic. You brought in the topic of supremacy, bro. And we're now having a quote unquote conversation or debate about supremacy itself. White supremacy, black supremacy. Hey, hold up,
and
Jay.
You know what?
Hold up. Hey, hold up, man. This has nothing to do with beef on YouTube, no none of that. I'd rather do this right here. I'm loving it. It has nothing to do with you disagreeing with me, bro. It's the conversation of supremacy, bro.
Oh, but the beautiful part of it is that more people should have more conversations about it to have a better understanding, because everybody has their own opinion about this.
Okay, you brought it up, and I'm trying to bring other people in, and we're not even talking about what we're supposed to be talking about, but I'm okay with that because I love this topic better. And you brought up and you injected into my show. Thank you for it. It's a great topic. I'm trying to bring other people in that may want to converse on what they feel about supremacy, period, black, white, whatever the supremacy is, period. Period. Let me do this, man. Anybody want to call in and speak on their opinion about supremacy and what Jay and I said? There's the link, man. Let me go to the lab. Hold up, Jay, because you're not understanding my phone. DC Dusty, you are disconnected, so I can't bring you in. Anybody want to come in now? Come on in. Come on in, man. Come on in. Okay, let's bring this brother in, man. Mattress guy. Okay. What's up, bro? And he's still in his bag.
You a bitch, nigga. Yeah, nigga. This what
Indian bitch me. Yeah, out my name for sure.
Yo, they called. That's the first thing he said. So we can call them.
Stop, Jay. Stop. All right.
That's hilarious.
I'm talking to this nigga. I literally said, we on no supremacy shit. This fact, face it, this nigga look like nigga. Girl say, get your bitch ass, but I bet you won't pull down on me and call me a bitch. I'll peel your fucking face off, nigga. You trying to interrupt an intellectual show, and that's what bitches like you did. Go suck some balls, man.
Now see, sure, let me just say this. See, he's an example of a bitch ass nigga that's scared of white supremacy. That's my definition of it. You better come over here and troll you instead of going at somebody that's oppressing us. But here's my definition of a bitch ass scary bitch nigga.
My question, why troll me online? No problem. If you gangster, and you can do this online, why troll me online on YouTube account and not troll me in real life, or not approach me in real life? You get what I'm saying? You know where I'm at. Stop that bitch shit, nigga. You see a good conversation being had here, and you want to call in with your Alvin in the fat shit face ass, talking about you are a bitch ass nigga, and you are old balls on your chin ass nigga. Moving forward, nigga, I ain't gonna let that shit destroy this shit. I like this guy. And if people ain't gonna jump on it, it is what it is.
But let me add one more thing about that dude that just called in, right? You see how he came in and called you a bitch ass nigga and all this shit, right? Now, Crispy did a stream a couple of days ago about somebody getting shot point blank and all that shit and ridicule and making fun.
Shoot him point blank and be pull up and say, you are.
But this is my example. This is my example. If something was to happen to that dude that just called in, you know, God forbid, but if something happened to him, Crispy would be the first one to make fun of this bitch ass nigga that's calling in fucking with you.
That bullshit God forbid. God allow. Fuck God forbid. God allow.
I ain't hate you like that, though. I ain't hate you.
That's me. Because there was no reason for that nigga to come in my motherfucking life while we having this intellectual conversation about supremacy. Period.
All right, had to get that shower because I actually got running water in my place, Tyler. Not like you.
Look like he got two motherfucking nuts in his motherfucking jaw. Fuck up out of here. God give him. God forbid him to be whacked in the fucking face, my nigga. Don't give a fuck about that nigga, man. We ain't even talking about no bullshit. We talking about some serious shit right here. And this nigga gonna come here with his album and a chip on face. Hey, bitch ass nigga, you would never say that to my face. Move around.
That's what I'm talking about, man. You got niggas that's just an example of somebody bowing down to the real issues out there. He just bowing down to that shit.
God forbid. I ain't no God forbid. I said God allow. Because God needs to kill them niggas like that. And then we ain't got to deal with that. We can get the real topic and discussions like we're doing right now and get to the root cause of bullshit.
Yeah. That's just some weak shit, bro. That's just some weak shit to me.
God allow. God needs to start allowing some of these niggas to be whacked the fuck out, bro. For real. Real talk.
I don't even. It's just funny, man. It's just funny to these dudes, man.
It's not funny to me when we having a serious conversation, bro.
It's funny to them, man. They just show their mentality, their level, their mental level.
We are having a serious conversation, and I'm allowing other people to call in and join in this serious conversation we have. And it's Alvin in the chip on face ass nigga.
Hey, well, let the next bitch ass clown call in. See what dumb ass shit they gotta say. Stop interrupting me, nigga.
All right, I will. I don't like this.
Stop interrupting me, motherfucker. Hey, I'm gonna block you, nigga, next time you interrupt me.
I ain't gonna block you. You Jacob Jerry, I'm scared.
Now, who else? You got anybody in the back end? What they doing?
Well, somebody, but they shit told me it's another person in there. They shit that I guess they Obama.
Oh, man, you know, it's cool, man, because, you know, I just love where I'm at, because, you know, I got my little business. I'm really motivated to get it off the ground. I'm excited about it, and I'm chopping up with you on the back end, because you're a handyman, and I really want you to, you know, as far as business-wise, and people don't understand how we really got connected because of the work that you do as far as fixing up things throughout a house. And then, you know, it's a business that, because we don't even talk about the YouTube bullshit when we talk. We talk about business shit. So they can kiss my ass on this shit. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I know. But I'm just saying, the people listening, so when I make my points, I'm trying to make my point. I'm trying to have a serious conversation with people. But they say I can't be talked to. But I'm having a serious conversation, and I'm trying to allow other people to call in and dialogue with us on that exact specific conversation we have. And they call me such shit like that. God allowed him to be his face in the phone. Fuck God.
Well, you know, man, it is, yeah.
People like that get whacked more often instead of the innocent people. We would end up make this a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. You don't understand where I'm coming from, bro. That was shit, my nigga. We ain't even on the program. We ain't on the YouTube beat. We ain't on none of that. You came into the show. We supposed to talk about something else. And we got it ahead. And I think this is a beautiful discussion that we should have, and everybody's opinion in regards to supremacy. If white supremacy exists, black supremacy exists, definitions of this, but all this other shit. This has nothing to do with this sector. This sector don't talk about white supremacy, black supremacy, any other supremacy.
And you know what? Too, it's okay to disagree with each other. It's okay. It ain't like we're gonna go to World War III with each other. It's okay.
Hey, this nigga. Hold up, brother. Hold up, Anthony. But it ain't okay to call it and call somebody a bitch when that ain't what the show is about. You feel what I'm saying?
Talking ass bitch.
I bet you never pulled up, oh.
You motherfuckers is on. These niggas corny as fuck, bro. I don't even know what they're doing. You know you're gonna block her. What the fuck they doing that for?
I know what they're doing that for because they are not intellectual seekers.
Damn. This motherfucker was sad,
I
bro.
wanted the show to do something else, and you came in, and then we got on the topic, chopping it up about supremacy, white supremacy, and it changed the whole dynamic of my show, and I'm enjoying it. But then I'm giving them an opportunity to show their intellect, but they're actually calling in and showing that they ain't intelligent at all. It's other proof of my point. So it's okay.
Bad shit.
Have these conversations with me. Anybody listen to anything I said, there's not one person calling in, and they can disagree, but they can't refute. They can't refute nothing I'm saying. They're not intellectual. They have no intellect. You feel what I'm saying? That's a fact. So at the end of the day, I'm loving the show because I knew they was going to do it, and it further proves my fucking point. I don't care about no niggas calling me a bitch ass nigga online. They would never do this shit on my face. The proof is in the pudding, my niggas. And from this point, if you don't show your face, I'm not bringing you. I want to know each and every one of you niggas calling in talking about this bitch ass nigga shit. That way, when I see you in real life, I know to knock your face on sight.
You know, it's funny, man, because some of these dudes, you know, they find it funny to come in and troll you. In 10 years from now, 15 years from now, it ain't going to be as funny when they have more responsibilities and more obligations in front of it.
I'm going to tell you what, most of these niggas ain't going to make it. Not what they're going online. These niggas ain't going to make it 10 to 15 years. So 10 to 15 years from now, it ain't going to be that they ain't going to be doing this shit because most of these niggas going to be 6 feet deep in a wooden box in a concrete ball. 6 feet deep. Nah, you don't show the top of your head. Since you're going to show your face on the box, you're not coming in my body. You're not coming in my body. You can't show your motherfucking face. Fuck out of here. I literally open my shit for everybody. They got come in this shit, this shit ain't even got nothing to do with y'all. Please. Any one of you bitch ass niggas got a problem, nigga. I don't want you at goddamn Massachusetts rule right fucking now. Massachusetts rule. That's a half a mile from my place. Massachusetts rule right now. Go live and post up at Massachusetts rule. I'm getting up in my food shit. You got the ball direction and they pull up. Now, get that on the corner. What else we supposed to talk about? Tell me none of that. We got the whole show. I'm loving this. But I'm talking about and listen, like I said, we can go for hours about this shit because your position and what your stance on it is just different from mine, bro. My stance is my opinion, though.
Hey, you know what? Hey, Q.
Hold up, Jay. You see the show? Yeah. We on a topic that ain't got nothing to do with him. Look what they call. Are you not getting it? They don't want. I see your view as far as blessing because I never don't get what they doing. We having an intelligent conversation.
Opinion is, bro, it's what the facts are.
You know what I mean? A lot of motherfuckers probably just bring different little shit. But then you came in and said you went a whole other direction, man.
Nah, get back on course. Then what else we were supposed to talk about? Talk about.
Talking about none of that no more. Man, you done took the whole show, and I'm loving this better than what I was on live. I'm gonna talk about this shit now. I don't want to talk about these clients.
Hey, well, listen, like I said, dog, we could go for hours about the shit because your position and what your stance on it is just different from mine, bro.
But my stance is my opinion.
But I want to talk about them. So see, they can't stream our conversation because it's not financially profitable.
Why are you not getting it? I see your view as far as black because I never looked at black supremacy different.
So it doesn't matter what our opinion is, bro. It's what the facts are. But here's my point. How good the show was going. And this is a topic that has nothing to do with them. So therefore they can't get attention from it. And I'm not going back to that because we done already went a different direction. I want to stay at the direction down, or I want to get my shit. I want to talk about this supremacy shit. I don't want to talk about these clients. Because you done a great service by coming in here and bringing us white supremacy. You're not understanding me, bro.
Yeah, I hear you.
Why are they calling into my show calling me bitches and shit? Because they want me to talk about them. So they can't stream our conversation because it's not financially profitable in the stream the conversation. We've just been having. Let's keep it where it's going, bro. Are you not paying attention?
Hey man, don't make me run over, drive over there to Indianapolis, dog. You know what I'm saying?
And the end of you too scared.
Hey yo.
I bet you won't do it.
I will drop kick your ass on a skyscraper, nigga. Don't fuck with me, dog.
And there you go. On everything. On me, nigga. I'm fucking
Nigga, I will tie you down and pull a gold toothpieces out your mouth, nigga.
Man, your motherfucking ass is wild, baby. Shit, they mad. You don't get what they mad about, bro.
We can talk about, but see,
I don't want to talk about that now. We'll do that in another live. I want to talk about when you came in my show, and I was like, damn, wow, good topic. This. Nah, but you went into a great conversation, bro. That's what I want. I don't even want to talk about the trolls and shit. They mad. You don't get what they mad about, bro.
We can talk about, but see,
I don't want to talk about that now. We'll do that in another live. I want to talk about when you came in my show, and I was like, damn, wow, good topic. This is what I was thinking to myself. So the whole show changed, and I'm okay with it. That's what I want to talk about, bro. Doesn't matter. If you had, not that my show gonna be done. That's what I want to. It ain't about us disagreeing with each other. It's about us coming together and speaking our mind on this supremacy. You brought it to the table. I love it. That's what I want to talk about.
But you know what? It would be cool for at least one person to come in and have a serious dialogue, though. That would be cool.
This is my point. They can't do it. That's why I want to keep rolling where we rolling with, bro. It's making them angry, bro. Because guess what? If they stream our conversation, the dialogue we having about supremacy, white supremacy, black supremacy, whatever it may be, right? If they stream this, their audience sees how intelligent I am. You don't get this shit, do you? You really don't, Jay, do you? I heard it. Okay then. Let's stick to it, bro. Let's stick to that.
Right.
It pisses them off. Now who's winning? Me or them? You know.
And this is just one of my examples, bro, of the difference between Because I mean, the people. Let me ask you something.
Before you do that, fuck you and your examples. I'm gonna give you my example. This is one of my examples of black supremacy. What they do. Go ahead. Say what you gotta say.
Well,
that's all you think.
I see. Okay, I see. But it's fuck. Okay. Now, what if it was two white dudes? What would you call two white dudes that called and called you a bitch ass and all that? What would you call them?
White supremacy against the black man. That's what I'm calling.
And the two dudes that called it, so they're black supremacists.
Black supremacy against the black man.
Oh, okay.
I'm telling you the story what I am doing right now that has nothing to do with them.
So, if a
What would you know?
shoots up a church full of black people,
Well, they just,
black person does it.
just a loser that trolling you. That's what I call it.
If a homeless white man will go and shoot up a church full of black people, and the black homeless man will do the same thing.
The question is, what have you done to them for them to call you fucking?
So you're using the homeless example
I want to label one of those black supremacists.
or supremacy period, the way you explain it has everything to do with somebody mentally ill to the point that they would go shoot up a church and the church people in the church ain't done nothing to do. That's a bigger issue here we're dealing with outside of supremacy. That's part of it, though. You just said that they would get.
No, what I'm saying is, those dudes, as far as them, I want to label them black supremacists because a black supremacist would have the power to say on your screen that.
No,
they have a reason.
Supremacy
has to have a reason. There is a reason why you would go shoot up a church.
I disagree, though. I disagree. It has everything to do with power.
Supremacy has nothing to do
There
with
has to
power.
be a reason.
It has
Yes,
something
there has
to
to
do
be
with
a
action.
reason. Why would you say there has to be a reason?
Yeah, you can
when there
back
is
that
a
up. You can
reason
back
for
that up.
everyone's
Some
action?
white
There's a reason why
supremacists don't have money, which further pushes their
there is
supremacy
a
against
I'm
black
not
people.
doing it for
But I'm
you.
telling you, the
Nobody
origin
goes to
of
shoot some
white
church
supremacy
or a
or
house full of
supremacy
kids
period
where they
has
thinking
nothing to do
adults
with
and
money.
they got a problem with it. There's a reason why they did it, bro.
Based on their
Well,
I'm not saying the reason.
okay. Can I give you another example then?
There is a reason.
Since you want to go with the homeless thing. You want to go with the homeless thing, right? So, if a homeless dude shoots up a church full of black people and a black person does it, can they get treated the same?
Hold up, say that again.
Has nothing to
If
do with white
a homeless white man will go and shoot up a church full of black people, and a black homeless man will do the same thing, would they get treated the same? There's another. So you using the homeless white supremacy example?
Example he gave has nothing to do with white supremacy, the way or supremacy period, the way you explained it.
You were talking about the white dude that shot up the motherfucking church full of black people. That was directly white supremacy on his hands, which you said they have to have a reason. He had a reason
That's
for
part
shooting
of it,
that
though.
black church.
You just
And the white
said
cops
that they
were
would
white
get
supremacists had a reason for showing their
No, you can't
supremacy
say that
over
unless
black
you
people
know
by
why
taking
they
him to
shot
Burger
up the
King.
church.
That's a whole different analogy from homeless
Do they have to have
with
a
no
reason?
reason.
You talking
What
about
are you
skin color.
talking
You talking
about?
about skin color.
They have a reason. Yes, they have to have a reason. There is a reason why you would go shoot up a church. You had to have a reason, black or white, to go shoot up a church full of people that done nothing to you. There has to be a reason. Yes, there has to be a reason. Why would you say that there has to be a reason when there is a reason for everyone's action? There's a reason why I respond to these fucking trolls the way that I do.
You chose to bring up white supremacy. I'm not even thinking about these clowns.
Nobody goes and shoots
I'm thinking
up a
about
church
having a
or a
legitimate
house full of
conversation
kids
with my
where they
nigga
thinking
Jay
adults
that I'm
and
cool with.
they got a
Every
problem with
to
it.
the
There's
topic he
a
brought up.
reason
Why are you
bro.
trying to give them sound bites, bro?
I'm not saying the
I'm
reason
not.
is justified.
I'm trying to
just
deal with the
telling
conversation
there is
you
a
brought
reason
up.
for every
The topic
action
you
that
brought
they
up. It has nothing to do with them, bro.
Well, all I know, a black person wouldn't be going to Burger King after the fact that they did that.
That doesn't make
You know
sense.
what I'm saying?
It has nothing to do with white supremacy except for the cops were white supremacists in their show.
Another example.
My nigga, you cannot interrupt me when I'm still fucking talking.
Don't get that.
Here we go.
I'm hitting you with that.
slapping me with shit, Jay. This was not listening. You really don't listen, bro. Listen to this. You were talking about the white dude that shot up the motherfucking church. It was black people, right? That was directly white supremacy on his hand, which you said they have to have a reason. He had a reason for going to shoot up that black church, and the white cops that were white supremacists had a reason for showing their supremacy over black people by taking him to Burger King. That's a whole different analogy from homeless people with no reason, bro. What are you talking about?
Don't make me cry, man. Don't make me cry, dog. I'm trying to give them guys some sound bites, bro. That's all. But I hear you.
But I'm not giving them sound bites, and you stop giving them sound bites, and we have a legitimate conversation about the topic you came into my show to speak on. You chose to bring up white supremacy. I'm not even thinking about these clowns. I'm thinking about having a legitimate conversation with my nigga Jay that I'm cool with in regards to the topic he brought up. Why are you trying to give them sound bites, bro? I'm not. I'm trying to deal with the conversation you brought up. The topic you brought up. It has nothing to do with them, bro. Nothing. And I want to keep it that way. That doesn't make sense to you, Jay? What happened? That's all this stuff. No, he's still there. No, he went off.
Yeah. You can hear me now?
Yeah, we clicked off it then. I guess you got it back in. But now
I got disconnected. Yeah, I'm back. But
here's what I'm asking you. If you my nigga, right? And you see I'm not trying to talk about these bitches online, my nigga. You came into my show, brought up a legitimate topic. Can we stick to that without giving them sound bites, my nigga? I'm not even focused on them or thinking about them. I'm thinking about the legitimate conversation and topic you brought up.
I don't want to see the topic nobody hit. I want to see
the sound bite is you yelling and shit. That's the sound bite right there. Calm down, bro.
Why? Because of what you doing, Jay?
Bro, stop yelling and shit. You giving them sound bites. I ain't giving them shit. Stop yelling.
This is my passion, nigga, and you brought it. I'm gonna say it again. You brought it.
All right, you don't got to yell and shit. Calm down, bro. You don't got to yell.
I'm not yelling at you. I'm yelling out of passion for the conversation.
Yeah, there's a sound bite right there, though. That's chill.
I'm gonna break you back in a minute. Calm down. We're not great dudes, because now it looks like we are. You know I raised my voice out of passion for the conversation. You came in this bitch, man, and we supposed to be talking about something else. You brought up a whole nother topic that nobody wants to talk about. I commend you for that. I'm like, wow, let's go there. Fuck them. You're going back to them. And then you're not listening to what I'm saying, and I just want to deal with the topic you brought up, not them. You understand? Let me see who William Moore is, man. What's up, man? What?
What's up, brother? How you doing?
Man, I'm all right.
You good?
I'm straight, man. Locked, loaded, ready to go. Equal, dog. I don't know what all that was.
He will kick you out if you show the top of your head.
If you ain't showing your face, you know.
Show your face. Show your face.
My thing is this. I started the show for something else. Jacob, oh, you want to show the top of your head? You block. I don't want to see the top of nobody's head. I want to see the full fucking face.
That's when he blocked me.
Be a motherfucking nigga. Block. You're now blocked. So, I mean, screen guards and maybe you can come back in. If you want to show the top of your fucking head, you're not getting me. Point blank.
There's your soundbite, Greg. There's your soundbite, NRS.
He flipped the topic of my show, or what I was originally coming from. I love it. So I want to deal with that. Fuck them and what they do. He's trying to give them sound bites. That doesn't make sense. And then
You already got him.
my voice because he keeps going back to giving them the sound bites when I'm literally trying to ignore them and have this legitimate topic about supremacy itself. And he's going.
I gotta go. I'm gonna leave the computer going.
Get them sound bites.
This guy's too much.
Not enough. I don't have to talk about these points. And I love it when people come in like Jay did and speak of something that actually changed the topic of the show to something more positive to talk about and dialogue.
Actually, let me end this shit. I ain't trying to have.
Stop saying yelling, bro.
I'm gonna talk to you guys later. I'll be back. I'm gonna stream because this fucking cloud's gonna go all fucking day. I'll be back like an hour and a half. 2 hours. 2 hours or so. I'll be back.
Any other supremacy based on you, my nigga, coming in here and bring that into the conversation. I no longer